There we go. Good morning. Welcome to Messages from Heaven. My name is Shaun,
And I'm Lori.
and we're both psychic mediums. We come here once a week. We do free readings. You can actually click the link, which I put on our Facebook page and everything else, but I'm also going to post it in our comments right now. There we go. So you could click that link, and you could get a. They'll ask you if you want to join with or without videos. That's up to you.
Yeah. Now, does the link change every week?
I don't think so. I just because it seems to be the same one.
Okay, because I tried to get on just for fun the other day, and it told me I was entering the waiting room, but then nobody was there. So I was like,
Well,
I wonder if you could use the same link.
I-
Like from an old page.
I think it is the same link.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Dion. I see you. We'll be with you in one moment.
So thank you everybody for calling in today. Me and Sean were just having a discussion about the full moon and how the energies were so intense the past couple of days. Even more so last night. And with dreams or thoughts or images that you've been seeing, definitely super intensified by the full moon. It was the full buck moon, to be specific. Buck.
Oh, like a male deer?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Because this
money?
is the time now. I wish, but this is the time where they're getting their antlers back, and it's a time to stand your ground and also go forward with protecting yourself in the future. So a lot about like career and financial for this full moon. But if you notice that your emotions were intensified or thoughts, just high energy, that's why. A lot of it always correlates. And when I remind people, they're like, oh, that makes so much sense now.
Yeah, a lot of people tell me they're seeing things in their house or out of the side of their eye.
Yeah, the glitches.
Yeah.
Like literally time, almost like you could see time moving. I feel like I get that. Do you get that?
And they're telling me they're seeing actually like shadows and people.
Oh, okay. I feel like I always see that.
Well, for us, it's very normal.
Yes, that's true. And today's the 22nd, which is just a good number day.
Angel number, yeah.
Yep. Very good for balance.
Hey, Nicole, I see you.
And do you want to just do a general reading, and then we'll start taking callers?
Yeah, sure.
Dion, we see you in the key.
Yeah, she's first.
So stay there. We'll be in a little bit.
And everyone just try to stay centered lately. Besides all the chaos going around you, just stay within and try to stay at peace. Try not to let everything else
distract you or deter you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Focus on the light. Focus on the positive stuff, because there's so much darker and negative around us. It's trying to take away our focus and attention. But if you stay focused on the light, you're going to stay on track and we'll get past it. I think as a collective, we're going to get past it together.
Absolutely.
The cards came up pretty interesting. I feel like they're very much about being present and safe. Okay, so the first one we get is the Enchanted Fern Grotto, but it says refuge. And that to me is just a reminder that you're safe.
Yeah.
No matter what's going on, no matter how high the energies are or what you're feeling, what you're going through, that you're still safe. I feel like it's saying, look for the signs from your angels, look for the small miracles, because they're there.
I see you, Nicole. You're second. Thank you.
Just know that you're safe. Then you get Starry Night, which is acceptance. I like that. I feel like that is saying, it's sometimes acceptance is the hardest part, but if you accept how things are, if you accept it is what it is, I feel like you can really grow from that and go forward from that. Because accepting doesn't mean that that's the end all and permanent. Accepting means that you're validating what's happening most presently, and that you can then make changes. So accept the situation, the current situation, and know that now that you've accepted it, you can make whatever changes that you need to make it more optimal, make it more benefit your higher good.
Yeah.
And then we get the elves, which is playfulness. This is such a pretty card. Um, but I feel like that is a reminder to be fun, have fun, be playful,
Yeah.
be present, you know? And when you get a moment to stop and enjoy the colors or a good moment, enjoy it because they don't happen all the time.
Right.
Uh, yeah, what else would you like to add?
No, we're coming to a time where it feels like the earth is shaking beneath us. Like everything going on, everything happening, and there's a lot of lies. We're not being shown the truth, but it is coming to an end in a good way, not in a bad way. Where things are going to be brought to light. You're going to see what is true and what's not, and we're heading to a better place.
Yeah. And I feel like some of that is people that are already aware kind of know the truth. So it might not be shocking to some of you.
Exactly, correct.
It's just that more of the collective is going to understand and know the truth. And I think that's what's going to help raise our vibration.
Absolutely. All right, so we're going to start with Dion.
Okay, Dion.
Hi,
How
Good
are
morning.
you?
I'm good. Thank you for allowing me to come on today.
Oh, no problem.
Thanks for calling in. How are you doing? Where are you calling in from again?
So I'm in North Carolina.
Ooh, nice.
Um, so I want to tell something to Shaun. You're not gonna believe, well, you will believe this, but um I did a session with Shaun, and then last week I was going through all these notes because I'm compiling my last of my notes, and I came across a very small little sticky note. And it was during a session with Shaun, we were trying to figure out this person, and I don't want to say his name, but Shaun will remember. We were trying to figure out who this person was, and Shaun kept referring to him as an Asian person, but that's not who he really was. And so then I'm like, you know what? I never finished researching this. So I go online and I start researching the picture of this Asian person who I found out was actually like a fake profile covering for the real person that
Wow.
Shaun talked about.
Interesting.
And I
I just
was like,
happened
oh
to.
my God. I'm like, I have to tell Shaun. And then I was talking to someone this morning and I'm like, you should get a reading with Shaun. And I'm like, let me see the next time he's on. And then you were
That's
on.
funny.
And I was like, oh my God, this is all aligning. So
Perfect timing.
That's awesome. I love confirmations.
it was a catfish profile, but we couldn't figure it out because we weren't thinking that. You know what I
Right.
mean?
I,
Well, yeah.
you know what? I love how that just validates to improves that what you're seeing is there. We don't know. We can't always
Yeah.
tell you why or like where it comes from, but he was seeing that profile picture and is it remote viewing? Is it the angels showing us? I feel like it's a little bit of both, but that's really cool, to get the validation
Right. Exactly.
that you've seen it.
Amy, I'm putting the link back up again, so
That's
you can get that
Amy.
link.
I told her, I'm like, you've got to get a reading from Shaun. And then, like, oh, both of you are on today. Bonus, bonus, bonus.
Yeah. No, I just sent Amy. She asked how to call in. I just sent the link again.
Oh, and block that Lindsay person. They're talking about
Oh.
DMing them. If anybody comes into this any of the messages, now we are on Facebook and YouTube and maybe somewhere else. But if anybody ever pops in like on the message that's not us and is saying to DM them, don't do it because
Yeah.
they're most likely scam or looking for money or who knows.
Right.
We try to block them as we go, but they pop up and it just happens. But anyways,
Okay, so I have a question. I don't know if you can help me or not, but
Sure.
Lori knows about this person that is connected to this subject case I'm writing about. And I just can't figure out what the root of this person's harassment is. Like, I can't, she's connected to the family that I'm writing this or I'm doing this case about, but I can't get a hold of the original connection, like how she even got started in this group, because she's not related to anybody. So I've come to the conclusion that she was hired to be somebody to like infiltrate the group. But can you tell me if she came in by a lady by the name of Taylin?
Hmm. I do get like investigative type of energy or feeling behind it. So I don't know exactly what the group is of or for, but I get that she was put there to find out more information. So not necessarily good or bad, but just to get more details, like more information. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and I nailed it down to three names that she would have been invite or three people she would have targeted. Did she target Ginger, Caden, or Taylin?
I think the middle one. What do you think?
I'm speaking either to her grandfather or uncle this whole time. And he's just talking about you, so I'm letting her do that.
um, I think, who did you say was the middle person? Cadence?
Caden is a
Yeah.
boy. The other two were women.
Oh, it's a boy. Caden. I just feel a connection with her and him.
Okay.
So, but I do get this other feeling of like he has something that she wants or needs, and that she's looking for information.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if this is your grandfather or your uncle. Very, very low, deep, gruff voice. And he's talking about. I don't know if he actually means you're into string theory or like stringing things together. Like,
Okay, so I just did this. Let me show you.
What's string theory?
it's like how everything
Everything's
is connected.
Yeah. Okay.
But he's
Can
actually
you
That
showing
makes
you
a
like
little bit.
string.
can you
Okay.
see that?
Oh
Oh
yes,
wow!
that makes sense.
So I just mapped out the whole theory on my living room
Well,
wall with
that makes sense.
strings.
String theory. That's funny.
Literally.
I
Right
didn't
on the
think
money again, Sean.
that's funny. But he also sometimes your head gets so into it, it's hard to get out.
Yeah.
So he said, just make sure you let yourself have fun, get fresh air, like step out of it every once in a while.
Yeah, don't absorb yourself into it too much.
Right.
Okay.
That's his big concern is that you're so focused, you're not seeing the good around you that's happening.
Okay. I can see that. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. That's it. So while you're asking questions, he's talking to me about that. That's why I didn't say anything.
That's
What
funny. I know it's exactly what it was.
I think
Um,
my biggest fear around it is that I'm doing all this work and it ends up going nowhere. So,
yeah. I keep on seeing you're gonna get like an answer. I keep on
Yeah.
hearing all paths lead to this. I was seeing a capital A. I was hearing Aberdeen. I don't know if that's a place or a name or something sounds like, but I was hearing all paths lead to this, and there was a big A.
so Aaron is the person that I'm doing this for.
Oh, so that makes sense. So all paths will lead to him, and I feel like you're gonna get enough of the validations that you need because all of the paths that you're looking for are leading back to him. So,
Okay,
or
great.
I also feel like too, it's validating that you're right because it's leading to him. It's not going this way or that way. It's going.
Thank you.
Um. Wow. It all came back to me like what we did the reading about last time. Like it just kind of hit me. I'm like, oh, that's this person. Uh, but I don't know if it's KA or CA person is not good.
Okay, so that would be the boy.
Yeah.
And that's the same one I was picking up on.
Yes,
There's some type
exactly.
of connection there,
Yeah.
It's not good.
Yeah. It's almost like
like a mole. Like
yeah. Oh, that's exactly what I was
like
gonna
they're
say.
getting information to give outside information.
Do you also get like hiding money with that person? Because that's what I'd pin that person as.
Hiding money or maybe stealing money.
But it's
Or
not in
it's fun.
America.
They're calling him a thief. So yeah.
Yeah, stealing money.
Okay.
I was gonna say, or like washing it. What does that mean again? Like laundering
Laundering
money. Yeah.
That's what I thought. That's exactly what I thought.
Yeah.
Wow. Am I glad I called you two this morning?
That's very cool because I have the A name right next to me. That's why. But I don't want to take too much time because we have to get the
Okay.
next person.
Thank you for your information. Thank you.
No problem. We'll keep in touch. We have.
Okay,
in
I
the past.
will.
We will.
Okay.
We'll
All
talk
right.
to you soon.
And tell your friend Amy to hit that link because she hasn't yet.
Okay, I will.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, hon.
All right. Mariana, and then we got Michelle.
Yeah.
Good
Hi.
morning.
Hi, morning. How are you?
Good
Good.
morning.
Good. I was
Where-
actually listening from the beginning, and you're mentioning that exactly how I'm feeling. A lot of, for some reason, anxiety and a lot of unhappiness. I don't know what it is lately. I just, I just feel like not depressed, but I just feel down. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I almost feel like it's related to the collective energy and the moon, right? But I feel like it's because so many negative things have been brought to the surface recently. I
Yeah.
think we're kind of been asked to examine things and the
I'm-
negative things.
Exactly
Yeah.
what.
Yeah, right?
Like word
Yeah.
for word.
And I feel like it's like it's a collective. It's not just individually. So thinking of it that way too, it's like then if it's all of us, it's heightened and it's more, intense.
Yeah, no, that's exactly right. We're actually learning things about ourselves that we're not okay with knowing,
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we have to know it so we can get past it and move on.
right.
Yeah. Exactly.
Accepting it and then making changes.
Yes.
And definitely then, agreeing to let go of the negative stuff and only do more positive things or filter more positive.
Right,
going
exactly.
forward.
Yes.
But it's rough. It's like shadow work. It's
Yeah.
you got to see the ugly stuff and admit it, and then go past it.
Exactly. Exactly.
Hey,
Yeah,
Amy,
just-
I see you there.
Yeah, I just
So-
wanted to know if what spirit has any messages for me, anything, what's waiting for me in the next couple of months.
Sure, absolutely.
And where are you calling in from, Mariana?
Montreal, Canada.
Montreal. Oh yes, okay.
Yeah.
That was you. I get a lot of third eye energy from you. So I don't know if you've also been feeling just much more connected to spirit or connected to energy, but I have this intense third eye pulsating, opening up. So just be aware of that, and I feel like pay attention to the signs you're getting.
Right.
You do have angels around you. I want to say it's your mom's mom
Mm-hmm.
that's crossed. And did she die in a pair or with somebody else or around the same time as somebody else?
She died in April, and my father died in April.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Makes sense, yeah.
Yeah.
I've been seeing them sending you signs all the time, especially more heightened more recently.
Uh-huh.
What are you getting, Shaun?
that's weird. I don't know if this is literally what it means. Are you eating a lot of spicy food?
Not lately, no.
Or I don't know if it means something's hard to swallow. I don't know which that meant.
Oh, maybe. I did hear something about how it's hard to.
Yeah.
It's hard
Yeah.
to.
Let me see.
Okay. I did burn my upper palate from
Oh,
from soup. Yeah.
that's funny. Maybe not spicy, but hot. There we go. Okay,
Yeah.
that's funny. Oh.
Protection, growth, and flow. Mm.
I don't know if you found some dark secrets about your family. You don't have to say anything on the thing.
No, no, it's okay. Dark secrets about my family.
Yeah, like
No.
things that have been churning up that are just starting to come up.
A hidden past, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, no. Maybe with my ex.
Oh, well, I guess that could be family. Yeah.
Uh,
Okay. But they're just saying, take it, understand it, and let it go.
mm-hmm.
Is there mental illness that runs in his family?
Um, could be. Um, on my side, there's, I think, my mother's side of the family also.
Mm.
My mom is a little bit, I find a lot of anxiety.
Yeah, I almost feel like it's like a darker energy. So I do pick up from the ex, but I'm getting that you're protected and you have a son, correct?
I have two.
Yeah, because I keep on getting the feeling that there's worry about them maybe picking up on his negative energy, or I guess just inheriting
Mm-hmm.
his negative energy or his negative mental traits. But they're saying like they're protected. They're not going to have that.
Okay.
They've been protected from that. So I get that that's good.
Yeah, I'm worried a bit of my older one. He just, he's 14, and I just sometimes, when he has a lot of anxiety too, I noticed also, and you know, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like he's gonna have normal anxiety, but not as deep or dark as the ex,
Mm.
Okay.
or it could be, because they really have like a lineage of that.
Mm-hmm.
I think it must be your father that keeps telling me it's like he holds his hand a lot, trying to like get him through.
Guiding him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your son needs to find something that releases him.
Yeah.
I don't know if he likes the outdoors, because this show me like going outside and nature.
Yeah. I try to encourage them to go out as much as possible. They like to play soccer, so
Good. But he'll be okay. There's a lot of people watching out for him.
Does he
okay.
do like kickboxing or wrestling or anything like that?
No.
Well, kick soccer. No, yeah.
Kick soccer,
Yeah.
yeah. I was gonna say, I feel like the boxing, the kickboxing, I feel like that might be something that either
Uh-huh.
he's going to bring up to you or you guys see together, and I feel like that's good to encourage also.
Okay.
Okay, let's see.
And I keep on hearing time to move on. It's okay to move on.
Uh-huh.
Are you waiting for something in the courts or like some document to be signed?
I think so. Yes.
Because I feel like once that's signed and done, it's going to be so much easier to move forward. Like I just feel you're free. You could even literally move.
Okay. Yes.
Lots of protection. Who are you talking to?
I think it's your father. Has your son been tested for allergies?
Allergies? No, my son. No, they don't have any allergies.
It's funny because I was seeing red eyes, like
Yeah.
redness in their eyes.
Oh, my younger one did complain about the sides of his eyes. It was a little bit red.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because they're telling me it has something to do with food. I don't know.
I think so. Like an allergen to. I was gonna say gluten. I know that sounds weird. I don't know if anybody gets red eyes from that, but maybe that's what his allergy is.
Okay.
Red eyes protect. I keep on getting protection, that they're protected. You don't have to worry about it, and that it's time to move on. It's time to move forward.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Your dad says your turn's done being the punching bag.
Yeah.
Oh, so you were seeing that too. I know that was in there for
Yeah.
something.
No, the time's over. You're no longer the punching bag. Now you have to live. You have to enjoy things.
Yes, yes, I had a very bad marriage.
I understand, but
Yeah,
now you can turn that around completely.
yeah.
Yeah. And are you trying to move or like I feel like there's a move coming up?
No, I'm still living where I'm living right now. I'm not planning to move yet or anything, unless it's like last minute, but no.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like it's a good move.
Hmm.
And it's whenever like that paper is signed and like that case is over, it just
Hmm.
feels liberating. And then like I'm able to move. It doesn't have to be far. Like you could be in the same town or neighborhood, but just like it's a good move. I feel like it's a bigger, better, brighter, more open, more windows.
Mhm.
Okay. Maybe, yeah, I'm eventually planning to purchase, but I don't know when yet. I think just probably when that set is okay and he's gonna push me to that.
I gotcha.
Makes sense. And there's definitely gonna be a lot of windows, or there's at least this one front room that has
Yeah,
like
all
windows here and
windows.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much for calling in. We do have to get to the next person.
Oh, you're welcome. I have just one more question. I had a cat that we used to feed outside and she disappeared. I'm not sure if you can ask Dad to see if she passed or did somebody take her or and my kids are so concerned.
I think she might have passed. Was she an older cat?
A little bit, yeah. She didn't look too good. She used to mostly be outside and we used to feed her a lot. And
I just get like a peaceful but rising energy. And the one card I got was the Phoenix,
Yeah, that makes sense.
which is like rising from the ashes. So I do feel like she's passed, but in a good place.
oh,
Weird, like Scarlet. I don't know.
Scarlet. Scarlet.
Thank you so much.
thank you so much. Have a good day and thank you for
You
letting me connect.
Thank you,
anytime.
Mariana. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye. Okay, we got Michelle, Amy, and then Alicia.
Okay.
Hi,
Hey, Michelle, how are
Hi,
you?
Michelle. How are you?
I'm good. So I did get the job offer you said I'd get.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I guess I'll be starting soon. Um, you know, you had mentioned something about my past traumas or something like that. And it's true. I've got some emotional issues and yesterday I was in a big funk and managed to pull myself out of it, but and hopefully getting out of the house for the new job will help. But I was just wondering if there was anything more um you might have for me.
Sure. Well, the first thing is, I don't know if you still have reminders of the stuff, of bad stuff that happened in your house, but they're saying get rid of all that stuff. Start new.
I'm not sure what that would be because um in part it has a lot to do with my daughter,
Okay.
just leaving me.
Do you have? I kept on hearing that it was in the walls.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you have like pictures of her up or things that she made up.
Well, I do have pictures.
Right, that's fine. Just maybe put them in another room for now. That's it. Just you want to start fresh. It's
Yeah.
not like she's gone forever or anything like that, but
Yeah.
Isn't
And
she?
I'm
Isn't
almost
she
getting
though?
a feeling of like blessing them or like blocking them for now.
they just want you to get a clean start on this job.
I hate to say it. I feel like it's almost like that energy when you keep on seeing her, it kind of anchors you and pulls you back down. I guess remembering the fight or the energy exchange that you guys had, it doesn't feel healthy.
Um, all right, I'm not sure how I can take down pictures of my daughter because I mean it is, it's the happiest time of my life. being with her, and now she seems to want to just walk away and abandon me.
Right. We're not saying take them like away. We're just saying put them in a place that is like not in front of you all the time.
Right, because remember too, they're good, they're happy, they're reminders that there was happier times, but I feel like just constantly seeing them right now kind of
Yeah.
triggers you.
And once you're okay with it, then you put them back.
Right. Right. It's almost just like not focusing on the situation for now. I do feel like energetically behind the scenes, your angels are working to help repair and amend your relationship, but it's going to take a little bit of time. And just, it's almost like kind of stepping back yourself for a minute in order to regroup, and then you'll be able to reconnect.
And you're not done with her forever.
Yeah, she's gonna get over it. She's mad about something. I have this big, like, my heart hurts. It feels heavy. Like I want to say it might be some, like, a form of resentment. But I think her perception of the reality is very skewed.
Yes.
Yeah, it's it is, because
But just don't count her out yet. Something is going to happen. Like an actual event, which is going to come running back to you.
Yeah.
So just be there for her when she does. That's all you can do.
it sounds like a bad event.
I don't think it's bad. I think it might have to do with financial, but not terrible. And I don't know if it's your aunt or an older sister. Who's the older lady that crossed, that was like the confidant to you? She's the one that's trying to help behind the scenes.
All I can think of is my mother.
But did you guys also have a little bit of oil and water at points?
My mother and I?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, when I was younger, sure. Yeah.
Because she's making it seem like it's similar to that, but maybe she's going to try to make it not as hard.
Yeah, I think it is kind of similar. But yeah, except it is, but it isn't. I mean, I had reason, you know.
Right. But this is what I'm also getting to, is that your daughter's perception of the reality is very skewed. And I think something's going to come to light, maybe a memory, maybe a better recollection from somebody else, or just something that she sees that helps her to remember better. And I think that's going to help her.
Okay. Well, that's good to hear.
But it's about, like, being patient during this time, even though it hurts.
Right. Patient and open. That's all
Yeah.
you can do. Can't force her. You can only just be there when she's ready. And
Yeah.
wow.
Oh, can you tell me if there's any other disappointments coming up this year? Or...
I mean, you get the daffodil, which is the new beginning. So I think that's just very good for your new job. It's very light, very positive. Yellow is the solar plexus. So that's like your motivation, your abundance, your success. So I think that's good.
That's the name of one of my new kittens, Daffodil.
How funny.
Yeah. Because I like yellow.
I'm talking to a lot of angels here, and they're saying they want you to show everyone who you really are. No more holding back. No more like cowering in the corner. They want you to show the world what you are, because this job is going to make a big impact.
Yeah, and I think being more confident and not blocking or like watering yourself down for certain people also.
Yeah.
Okay.
It says it's no longer good to fit in.
I like that. Yes, that's what I was getting. Like, it's okay to be you.
Yeah.
Don't water yourself down.
Because before all these things happen and everything, you were a bright, sunny kind of person. They want you to have that again.
Yeah. And I don't know why your daughter feels like a martyr, but I kept on seeing like the crown of thorns, like she feels like she's being a martyr. I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea why. I mean, we did move around a lot when she was younger, but she did fine. She did great.
Yeah.
And then at some point she got this chip on her shoulder and people said, "Oh, she'll get over it." It just got worse and worse, and has to be like, for 8 years I was walking on eggshells constantly.
Right.
Which is tough, but I honestly feel like something's going to happen that makes her realize like her resiliency and how her energy is so resilient and developed, I guess, is because of the good life that she had because of you. So I feel like it's going to come back to you in a good way. It's just waiting for it.
Exactly.
Okay, well, that's encouraging.
And somehow this
Sometimes
really involved.
sometimes I don't know if I can forgive her, honestly. I don't know.
That all you could do is that takes time. That's all.
Yeah.
Okay.
But as long as you're open and willing, to start, that's a big deal.
Yeah, and I feel like you're going to notice her energy is different. It's not like animosity, it's not like hate filled.
Right.
And
Exactly.
it's more loving and pure. And I think that is going to help you too to, be more accepting when she comes back.
Wow.
Yeah.
Does she? Right. I feel like it involves the person, and maybe she's either getting married or is she married?
Well, she got married last year and then she didn't allow me to come to the wedding.
Oh.
Yeah. No, I don't want to get into it, but she's going to see, I guess, a turnaround and see herself in the mirror, and it's going to scare her. So just be there for her.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. You have a great day.
Thank you, Michelle. Call back soon.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. And we have Amy and then Alicia. Hello, Amy.
Hello. Good morning.
Hey, how are you?
How are you?
I'm good. This counting my blessings as I was communicating with Dion this morning,
Oh, yeah.
kind of out of the blue. So
And where are you calling in from?
I'm in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. Ooh.
Yes.
Like
It's beautiful up here.
Thanks for calling in. Did you want a general reading? Did you have a specific question?
Well, my partner passed recently, and he was here in the house with me when he passed, and I feel him with me all the time.
Oh, I know he is. He's literally like next to you. I see him.
Yeah. I see him standing on that side.
On
Yes,
my
you-
right?
Yeah.
Yes, you're
The
right.
My right. I feel him with me. I feel like he's trying to touch me at night.
Yeah, his shoulder especially.
And I feel that, and on my feet. The night he passed, I could feel his hand on my back.
Mm.
And we hadn't slept in the same bed because he had been in the hospital and stuff
Wow.
for probably 8 or 10 weeks.
Wow.
So, but he was here. I was with him about 10 minutes before he passed, and I'm wondering if he waited until I left the room.
Well, first of all, his energy is amazing.
Yeah.
It's a very bright, light energy.
Do you have a child together?
No, we both have 2 boys.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I keep on just getting a very strong connection with him to your children. I'm sure his children as well, but to your children. And is anybody named Zach or with a Z? Where does that come in?
I have a Jackson and a Benjamin. He has a Seth
Jackson.
and a Dustin.
Maybe it's the Jackson. Were him and Jackson very close?
They were getting closer. They were starting to banter a little bit more. Jackson had just graduated from college and was around a lot more.
Yeah, I feel like it just makes me sad because I think they had like a really strong bond that was, something that was just there. And he keeps on just saying like he's always going to watch over him. He's going to watch over all of them, but he's like specifically watching over him.
Okay.
I do get a lot of I'm going to say confusion or like mental anguish. He knew he wasn't in a good space, but he really didn't think that it was going to be time. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but he held a lot back when you're around. When you were around, he made himself seem much better than he was.
When he was sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you were around, he tried to be strong because he didn't want to bring you down.
He had brain tumors.
That's where I get the brain. Yeah.
Yeah. And he would always say he wasn't in pain.
I know. Well, wow. He was really a selfless guy. He really cared about you. Because, like I said, he would hold things back, his grunts and stuff like that, because he didn't want to bring you down.
Yeah, he didn't want to upset you. He shows me that with his passing, he's so, like, I'm going to say appreciated and enjoyed that last cuddle, and he did wait until you left. He didn't want you to be there when he was really transitioning. And he wanted to give you that peace that you weren't there.
That's funny.
And I think it's his mom and his grandmother that were on the other side lifting him up.
So he would look over to a corner of the room the last few days, like somebody was there kind of waiting for him.
Yeah.
And one of the caregivers said she smelled cigarette smoke one night. He had been so upset with his father that his dad would smoke, and that eventually took his dad. So I wondered if that was his dad sitting in the room.
Oh, his dad was definitely there waiting around. But I see the snuggle and then you leaving, and then there's these two women who like literally pick him up out of the bed. Angels. But I think mom and grandmother could be aunt, but they pick him up out of the bed.
He's saying he couldn't see his dad bringing him to heaven.
That makes sense.
He couldn't see that happening.
I'm like, I do see him like sitting in the chair smoking.
In the background. Yeah. He's been giving you massages. I guess you have knots like in your feet and your shoulder.
Yes.
So that's what you're feeling, because he goes, "You're welcome." Like, but what did he do for a living? Because I feel like he made people happy.
He made medical plastic parts. He was just inducted into the Plastics Hall of Fame.
Wow.
He didn't get to experience that, but when he was filling out the application, he said, "I'm not sure I should apply for this because I feel like they give this to people who have died."
Wow.
Oh, wow. He gave life to people. He gave them their lives back.
Yeah.
And he's telling me keeping a tradition with the gifts. Do you know what that means?
Keep a tradition of gifts.
Like he would give something to people every year. So you can think about it in the back of your head.
I'll think about that.
Yeah,
I'm headed to Portugal because I'm clearing out our apartment.
gotcha.
We had we had just furnished a place together over there, and
Beautiful.
I'm heading back to see his best friend, and that's going to be tough.
Absolutely.
So I am taking ashes to spread. So
Okay. Well, as you know, he's with you.
And does he have nieces and nephews there?
his best friend's daughter just had a baby.
Okay. Because I feel like there's something that he's saying, like, make sure you give something to them, the daughter and the baby. Like, as from him, as it's like from you guys. Does that make sense? I feel like it might be something that's in the house.
I had a teddy bear made from one of his shirts to give to her, to the baby.
Beautiful. So just know that he's aware of that and he is validating it for you.
Absolutely.
Anything with the number 18 or 18?
I fly home on the 18th. The baby was born on 7/8.
I feel like it's your flight home. I think he's just showing he's going to be there with you. I think you're going to feel him around you, present. It feels like a very bittersweet moment.
All right.
You might even see somebody that looks like almost exactly like him. I get a very like uncanny sign, like no doubting it at all.
Now, this is a weird question. Who put a lot into the funeral? Because he's saying it wasn't your style.
His brother.
'Cause I think he wanted more of a celebration. But he's okay with it. He's just laughing. He's like, I wanted everyone to be happy. This is so depressing.
Yeah. Yeah, I think his brother was overwhelmed, and it was kind of discombobulated because his brother wouldn't, stay up with me and or speak about it.
Well, let him know he forgives him.
And I do think we should have toasted more. I think I was probably in that shock phase.
It's absolutely okay. But he just wanted to let you know he was there, and everything's okay.
Well, we'll have a big celebration in Portugal for him.
Exactly. That's exactly what he wants. His motto was like, "Leave the world brighter than when it was you came." That's not how you say that right. I'd go
leave the world brighter than how you left it. Something like that.
But really cool guy.
And I also see, I don't know if there's a speech that he made before he passed, or you guys have like his voice on recording, or if it was like nothing even to do with his death, but it was from him like speaking into a microphone in the past. But he's saying like, you're going to play that. You're going to play that, I think, when you go to Portugal, and it's going to like get everybody together. It's going to remind everybody of him. I feel like it's like it's going to remind him of him when he was in his good spirits and his good energy. And there's a message in there.
When Felipa got married, they recorded different people, and we were the only Americans at the wedding.
Oh.
And he had a ponytail before he got sick, and all the young Portuguese guys would call him the mobster. And they did a recording of him, and Felipa's husband sent that to me after he had passed. And it's his total personality. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's such a sweet message in it too. And he wants you to when you go there to play it again, and for everybody to just reminisce that him, like that's his essence.
Yeah. To remember him the way he was.
Yeah,
exactly. And last thing, is there a ribbon that has to do with him?
Red, right? I kept on seeing a red ribbon.
I'm not sure.
Or red, like a red ribbon.
Red ribbon or stash or something like that.
I seen a stash too. I don't know what that was for.
Stash.
It kept coming up as we were talking.
I'll look at that. But he used to call me Steady. He stopped saying my name, but I did play back a voice message the other day, and he actually called me Steady on there. But he was not able to say my name anymore.
Oh. Well, it's a beautiful thing that he hangs out with you so much.
Oh, I think the red ribbon or the red sash or the red line, I feel like it has to do with that induction you were talking about. And I don't know if they're going to eventually send like a pin or a medal for it, but I think it has that red line or red something in it, red ribbon.
Okay, from the induction.
Yeah.
You could think it might be something, but yeah, well, definitely contact us if you want to like do a full reading and talk to him. But thank you so much for calling.
Yeah, so we're sorry for your loss. We hope we helped you.
Thank you for
Look
your
out for the signs.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, I feel it all the time. Thank you.
Thank you.
And safe travel.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
And Alicia, we got you next. Hey, Alicia.
Good morning. How are y'all?
Good morning. How are you? Where are you calling in from?
South Alabama.
No, I was gonna say
South Alabama?
Yes, ma'am.
Nice. Very nice.
It's hot.
yeah. I'm hot in the 90s. I don't know about that. And I hate when they say, "Oh, but it's a dry heat." Like, what does it matter?
It's still hot. Do you have any specific question, or you want a general reading?
I mean, I just kind of wanted to check on my mom and make sure that she's okay. And we have a lot of things going on, and make sure that she's okay with everything that we have going on, and or if my granddaddy wants to say hi, that would be nice.
Absolutely.
Okay, and mom has passed, correct? Alicia?
Yes.
Mom has passed, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. I do get like just an overwhelming sense of peace. And I feel like it has to do with the now, what's going on with the family. And she tells me that it's been a time coming. So I don't know if you're reconnecting, reuniting with family, or doing something where you're bringing them together for something. But she said it's about time. Like she's happy that they're doing it. Does that make sense?
My boyfriend, or whatever you want to call him, we've been together for a long time. We're just not married. Me, him, and my dad all just closed on some property Thursday.
Very
yeah.
Yeah. I feel like it's a good thing. I think it's actually going to bring you closer, and like it's been time, like she's kind of been waiting for it for you.
Yeah, we've kind of always all dreamed of it. We just never thought it would happen like this, obviously. But like it's on the water, my dad just wants to retire and fish, and I'm a total water baby, so it's kind of like all of our dreams are coming to light, but she's not here.
She has such a sense of peace. Like I just get like an overwhelming sense of this makes her so happy, and she's happy that you're getting what you wanted. With her not being there, but she's still going to be there in spirit. She's definitely going to be there fishing. And I don't know if there's no dock now, or you're either building a dock or getting like a floating dock. But I see that happening.
It's totally wooded. We like have to cut our way down to the water right now.
Oh
And
wow.
we've talked about doing a floating dock just temporarily until we can do a real dock, but it's going to be a
I feel
nice
like that
project.
she's so excited about that. She's like, once you get the dock there, the floating dock, even if it's not the temp, like once that gets there, it's gonna feel more like, this is how I envisioned it working.
Good.
Okay.
What are you getting?
No, it took me a while to connect. That's why.
Ah.
Still talking to the other guys.
And I was also getting from her something. You said Dad was retiring or wanting to retire, but I still feel like he's going to be working or making money somehow or doing something.
Yeah, probably. I mean, he wants to retire, but he's active, and so I don't foresee him. Right now,
she's
he's like, I just want to fish and play on the property. I'm like, okay, you're gonna get bored.
Your mom said he's gonna lose his mind.
It might be like a creative endeavor. Like I almost see him maybe refinishing furniture or making like things out of wood and selling them.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's going to be something with that. And you might have to help him with like his e-commerce or his Etsy, whatever he ends up selling it on. But it seems to be like a very good business. Like it seems to be like a really cool thing. I even see you guys doing like a podcast or like a live, like something where people are like watching it and they're watching your interactions and him like working. Like it looks cool.
Oh, that sounds pretty cool. Yeah, I had my own business and I started it from the ground up, and he was a big part in helping me with it. So I know I'm not going to go back that direction, but yeah, we would definitely
going to help
like
him.
to do something.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Almost feels like a reality show. That's what I'm saying.
What?
Oh, yeah, my family could definitely be a reality show.
All right.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
Your mom is so happy that life went on after she passed, because a lot of people, everything just stops.
Yeah.
Everything just stops and doesn't move forward. It's like everything is frozen. But she's so happy that everyone is still enjoying their life, and she's with you, just not the same way.
And do you have a little baby?
No.
That's funny. You and your mom said at the same exact time. She's like, no. She's like, they won't even get married.
I see like 3 little ones for you, so maybe in the future.
I can't have any more kids. I hope not. I have a 16-year-old.
One
so
16.
yeah.
And no more than the 16-year-old?
Nope, that's it.
I see little babies.
Huh.
So I'm gonna say it's probably in the future. It'll be your 16-year-old's children.
Or it's baby ducks.
No, it's real. They're real.
I'm okay with the ducks.
They're real babies. In the future, but something having to do with like new babies, new life, and it's not a farm that you live on, is it?
Well, it's 9 acres, and I've been joking about having like a petting zoo or something like that.
Yeah.
And I'm sure I'll end up with some kind of random animal, but I don't know what yet. Not a full-blown farm.
But something to do with that, and yeah, I see little babies connected with you. So I'm going to say it could be your very future grandchildren.
Oh, that's awesome.
And them being able to enjoy the space and the property and all of that.
Yeah, I'm definitely hoping to keep it in the family for, multiple generations.
Like I even think you might build another house on the property.
So my dad's building his house first, and then we're going to turn around and build ours in about a year is kind of what we're thinking.
Okay. And then I think there's going to be a third one eventually also.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, first of all, your mom says that this phase your daughter's going through will end. I don't know if she's being a nightmare lately.
My son, he
Yeah.
is definitely a handful. He's
Yeah.
really not bad. Now I do have my cousin's coming into town this weekend, and her daughter was murdered. It will be a year ago this
Oh
weekend.
God.
And her sister, um the girl that was murdered, her sister is like my daughter, and she's not coming. This is this I guess what, the second year that she hasn't came. So, and she used to come every summer and spend the whole summer with me. So maybe she's referring to her.
It might be.
Yeah, because I
Yeah,
call her my daughter.
I get a
She
lot of
needs
grief.
closure. Yeah.
Yeah, she's.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it's hard, but she's very much stuck in the grief.
And I could see that definitely. So,
She finds strength in you, though, and I almost feel like, I'm sure you do, but maybe if you offer a time of year that's not the summer, some other clip or block for her to come and visit you, I think she willingly will.
okay.
I think it's something about the summer and trauma and triggers that it just, she'd rather just avoid it and ignore it.
I understand that. Yeah. I mean, the first time her sister didn't come here is the year that she was murdered. And I think we all kind of hold a lot of guilt for not forcing her to come,
Absolutely.
thinking maybe it would have been a different outcome. But
No. Yeah. Everyone needs their time.
yeah.
Now she just might need a little help getting out of that.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure, if she was here, our daughter would definitely come through. So she just needs that closure in her life.
Yeah.
But have you smelt your mom around? I don't know if it's like a fruity or floral.
I have had like some weird like floral scents, and I'm like, I really
Yeah,
don't know what they are. They're very sweet.
exactly. That's your mom hanging out with you.
Huh. That is awesome. Yeah, because there's been a couple times that I've even looked around and I'm like, where is that smell coming
Yeah,
from?
exactly. No, that's her.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Absolutely. Um, I don't know. Does your dad not enjoy like lawn work and like working, cleaning leaves and?
Probably not. His main job is actually he sprays lawns. So, so I know
Because he
he's
said,
been like, I need to cut the front yard, and he hasn't done it yet, and
yeah.
he's just kind of putting it off. Yeah,
Plus, she's laughing because and he wants to live in the woods.
yeah,
There's a lot of leaves.
yeah. There are.
No, but she's happy for him. He will find balance between, you know, enjoying himself and actually being bored. He'll find stuff to do.
Yeah, it's just
I
a
do
lot
get
of moving parts.
do you get
Yeah.
a message of peace and release from your niece? And I do get that, unfortunately, she knew what she was doing. And it was a little bit of wrong place, wrong time, but she knew what was going on. Does that make sense?
Yes, ma'am. Very much so.
Uh,
Unfortunately.
she's even saying like she thought she was more grown than she was, or she thought she knew better than she did, and she is accountable for that. She doesn't want anybody to feel responsible for, like you said, not forcing her to go there or not being there, because she's taking accountability. And she's even saying, I knew better. I knew better. And I still did it.
I know she
And
did.
and she's so sorry about that. But she sends you so much love. She calls you like auntie, auntie. She's
Yeah.
and something about like lace or like lacy white, like intricate lacy white something. I don't know if something of
Huh.
hers was lace or it's lacy white, but something with that is like a sign and symbol that she's around.
Okay.
Um, hibernate, holding the truth.
Right.
She wants everybody to not hibernate the truth, not hold on to the truth, to let it go.
Yeah.
She sends nothing but love and light. She is in a very good place, and she's going to watch over your son and her sister for the rest of their lives. She said, like, she's going to guide them through the chaos and protect them.
She was always a protector.
Yeah.
I get very emotional when younger people come through.
Yeah.
If you speak to her sister, she said there's nothing she could have done to prevent this. It's not on her. And she's been tugging on her ear a lot. So I don't know if your sister has earaches. She's like,
She used to, whenever she was a baby, I don't know what she did, but she would pull on her ear and suck her thumb to go to sleep. Like, even as a early teenager, she would still do this.
that's funny because the sister who passed away has been literally like pulling on her ears, trying to
Oh,
get her
I'll have to
listen.
tell her that.
Yeah. She's like, I'm trying to get her listen. But yeah,
Oh.
she needs to be pulled out of that dark space. She's kind of like solitary right now.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think it's the way she's dealing with the grief, and everybody deals differently with it, but it's almost like being with family that she loves triggers her even more, and she'd rather just avoid it. But I feel like summer and this time of year is like the hardest. I think if you were to say, hey, why don't you come out in September or October, like something different than normal, and it's a different environment, a different energy, she will be more than willing to come because she loves you and she misses you.
Yeah.
And apparently, I don't know if your sister enjoys. I don't know if it's like roast beef or pot roast.
Huh.
Like a beef stew.
Yeah, it's something like that. But the
goulash.
Goulash. But she's like, invite her there with that.
Okay.
Oh, tempt her with the goulash.
Yeah. I don't know, like goulash, but she's trying. I don't know if it's like a brisket or something, but it's some kind of
saucy meat.
Yeah, saucy meat. That's what we'll call it.
Huh. I'll have to think about that one. I used to always make her burritos.
Okay.
Could be that. Extra saucy.
Saucy. Very cool. Well, your mom and her are like hanging out together there.
Good.
Yeah. She's in good hands. They're both in good hands.
Absolutely.
But we hope we helped you.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. Is my granddaddy there with them?
Yeah.
Is that her dad?
Yes, that's my mom's dad.
She literally, I mean, she loves him. She loves him to death, but she goes, yeah, the old fool's here.
I see him like he has his hand like on her head. I don't know what that's for.
Oh, it's funny. He's like,
He's there watching.
She's smiling. She goes, yeah, the old fool's here. Oh, it's great. Very cool.
Good.
Well, definitely keep in touch. Thank you for calling in.
Thank y'all. I appreciate it.
And
thank you. We hope we helped you.
let us know how the build goes.
Yes.
Oh, it's going to be a long process.
Get the floating dock first. That's what your mom said. It's going to make everybody happy.
Get the floating dock first?
Yeah.
I think I can do that.
Awesome.
Oh, thank y'all.
Have a great day.
Have a good day, hon.
You too. Bye.
Well, thank you, everyone who called in. I see live chats. Thank you, Nicole. I saw you reported that. Catherine, we're doing well. I do put up the link to hit. You can call with a phone or a computer if you have a microphone. You can call with video or without. It's up to you. And we will be back next week.
Yes. You want to see what date?
Why not?
I could do Monday again.
Sure.
All right, so next Monday, 10 o'clock.
Is 10
Same
o'clock
time,
good?
same place. Yes.
Sounds good. Radio show, 10 o'clock, July 29th. I will post it on Facebook, Instagram, everywhere I can.
Yeah, and I usually post it on our website too. I think I put it on the like just the list of events this week and the calendar also. Just look for us. And if we didn't get to you today, we're sorry, but call in next week and we'll get back to you.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much. We hope you have a great day.
Yes.
Bye.